Okay, hello, this is part C, people. Part C consists of the most marks in your maths paper. So as you can see, there are like 60 marks, all right? So definitely, this is a very important part which you can't leave out even a question. Okay, possibly, okay, if possible, just finish up everything in this in order to get an A for your maths. All right. Okay, let's see this. Pa Ahmad is a mangosteen seller. Okay, the stem and leaf plot below shows the number of mangosteen in 10 plastic packets that are 2 kilogram of mangosteen. Okay, we have 10 packets here. Okay, so what does this mean? 10 means 10 mangosteen. So here we have 18. Okay, the numbers here 18, 18, 19. If you don't know how to read this, okay, this is how you read 18, 18, 19, 19. Okay, so these are the numbers there, and this is 20, 20, 20, 21, 22, and 23. Okay, right? Remember what is Pa Ahmad did? The number of mangosteen in 10 plastic packets at 2 kilogram of mangosteen. So here, state the largest number of mangosteens in the plastics. So I have like actually opened this up so that easier for you to see which is the largest number. Okay, it is like very obvious here. The number is 23, right? 23. Next question is convert the representation of stem and leaf plot to a dot plot in the space. Wow. So it's not difficult at all because you have the answers here. You're just going to this is a dot plot, right? Very easy. Where's your number 18? Okay, in order to make dot plot, you just have to make sure the number, okay, the dots are even, they are the same. Okay, and the space should be the same. All right, how many 18 do you have? 1, 2, 18. So another 18, I'm going to go on top with the same. Okay, I'm trying my best to make the size of the dot to be the same as the below one. And next we have 19 and 19. Where is number 19? I am going like, okay, as similar as I can. We had 219 just now. Okay, so right after that we have 20, 20, 20. We have 3 20s there. So again 20, 20. Okay, and another one with the same space is 20. Okay, maybe it's should make it a little bit bigger, I don't know. Okay, just make sure the the circles, the dots are the same as all of the other dots, right? And you have 21, 22, 23. Let's look at 21, 21, 22, and 23. Okay, this one is not very nice. Okay, 23. That's it. It's quite simple, right? And you have 4 marks here. But just let's check on the answers. I'm not very sure if what I did is right, so let's look at the answer as well. So the answer is 23, and here you got all correct. All right, okay, so you see, you just got the highest marks here, 4 marks. All right, let's look at the next question. Part C, we have 3 sub questions normally. So normally part A will be the easiest one. You must be able to score it, right? 4 marks to the max. Okay, the diagram below shows the volume of 3 favorite types of Pa Ahmad's drinks. This is A, B, and C. What you have to do is you have to represent this type of drinks in the form of A to B to C. Okay, it's quite simple. 280 ml, because they are already in the same units. I'm just going to omit the units. All right, 200, and next is 250. Okay, A to B to C. So what we can do is we can simplify this. I can just chop off the 0 at the back, and if I see these two can be divided by 5, but these can't. These two can be divided by 4, but all of these all together can be divided by a specific number after that. Okay, maybe I just show that I have divided this by 10, and the final answer that I get is 28 to 28 to 20 to 25. All right, and next is B to C to A. Where is my B? This is A, B, C. My B is 20. Where is my C? My C is 25. Okay, 25, and my A is 28. All right, so we have only 2 marks. I'm not sure if this is correct. Let's do our checking over here. All right, 20, 20, 25, 20, 25, 28. Yes, pretty simple. Just have to be alert with what they're actually asking. All right, so you have scored another 2 marks here. Okay, step nearer to your A. That is what I will call part C for. Okay, so solve the following simultaneous linear equation. This is not difficult at all. As I've said earlier in part B, normally for equal, doesn't matter if it is equation or inequalities, what you have to know is the left hand side will always go for the variable, okay, or I call it as huruf, and the right hand side is the number. Okay, that is their house. So we're going to split it into left and right. If 3 is at the right place, we're just going to write 3 down, and this as husband and wife, because they attached together, either like this or like this, they are still husband and wives. That is what I always teach in the classroom, right? So just leave them in the house of the huruf, right? And this plus 1 is definitely obviously at the wrong place. You're supposed to bring him over here. I always advise my students to, this is the host, don't touch the host, leave him as it is at his own place. He's at the front, leave him there. Don't bring 3 at the back, you'll get confused. So those guests that you're bringing in must go to the back. So plus 1 will become minus 1. This you didn't do anything, so just bring it down. Whenever the symbol will never change. I'll give you actually there are 3 places. There are 3 places where it will change. Number 1 is when you are bringing a number from left to right that involves a negative number, not tolak, negative number. For example, negative 3, you are bringing it as times a negative number, or divide a negative number. Or you can also when you want to flip, let's say the number here is not x over 2 but 2 over x, and now you want to flip it, right, as x over 2. When you flip at the left, you have to flip at the right. Let's say at the right just now was 1 over 3. Okay, for example, here is 1 over 3. So what I can do is here I flipped, here also I can flip. So 1 over 3 will become 3 over 1, or just simply 3. So if the symbol here is less than, over here it will become more than, greater than, right? So these are the 3 places where your symbol will change. Otherwise your symbol will never change. So whenever you want to bring down the symbol or the inequality symbol, you just ask yourself, does it involve a times or divide by a negative number, or did I actually flip the number upside down? If yes, then you have to think further whether you need to change the symbol or not. Otherwise, just remain the thing to be the same. So 3 minus 1 is 2. X over 2, I leave it there. Okay, the symbol I just bring down, and now this is stuck over there. So what I'm going to do is divide 2, I'm going to bring over here as times 2. Opposite of divide is times, right? I didn't do any, doesn't involve any negative number with division or multiplication. So I simply bring down the inequality sign, the symbol, and put the answer as x less than 4. All right, here I leave it the left hand side over there, and my right hand side I'm going to do another working at the right hand side. Okay, as usual, this one I label as huruf, this one I label as number. All right, so plus 11 is at the correct place, but my 5x, I put a plus at the front, right? So easier for me to drag him over the other side. This plus 5x is at the wrong side, and this plus 7 is at the wrong side. So this plus 7, I bring it over down, yeah, another step, don't mix it here. Okay, you can't be at a place at the same time. Okay, so you put here Amoy is at school, at the same time Amoy is at the at home. No. All right, Amoy can be present at only one place at one time, right? So we are definitely not going to write plus 7, or minus 7 at the same equation, but you can put an arrow to show that is your plan, that is what you're going to do next as minus 7, right? So minus 7 I've brought over here. And how about this side? Plus 3x is at the right place, so I remain it over there. But this plus 5x, I have to bring it over there, so it'll become minus 5x. It doesn't involve any these three requirements that I've mentioned earlier, so I just remain the symbol of inequalities as it is, right? So now the answer over here is 4, and the answer over here is negative 2x. Okay, come, you have to pay more attention over here. This is husband and wife being tied up with a multiplication symbol. When you bring it over, it'll become divide by a negative number. Tara, you have to pause and think. It involves a negative number, so what you have to do is you have to change the symbol. Please don't forget that, right? Please pause and think whenever it involves the three categories that I've mentioned earlier, right? So the answer is negative 2. All right, now we have these two things. These two things are very important because you're going to use them to draw a number line. These you solve them individually, right? Next, you're going to solve them together. How? By drawing a numbered line. All right, your negative number is always at the left, your positive number is always at the right. So I'm going to put a negative 2 over here and a positive 4 over here. Next, I'm going to draw a circle. Okay, I can actually erase the symbol over. Negative 2, look at this. This is bigger or greater, right? I just put B for bigger. Okay, I just draw 1 in front of my symbol to know what it is actually. So it's bigger or greater than or equal to negative 2. So it should go, whenever it is bigger, it should go right hand side. And because I have this thing, okay, down there, I have to darken this circle, right? Bear that in mind. This is very important. Bear that in mind. Next thing is my x is kecil, kurang than 4, so it should go to the left over here, right? Is there any line down there? Nope, I don't see any line. Okay, please erase this off. Yeah, I just put that as it'll be easier for us to see. So I don't have to darken this circle because I don't have a line down there, right? So now we have drawn this thing, but this is not the solution yet. What do you have to do is you have to draw the line where it overlaps and check where it overlaps is definitely at this part. So what we're going to do, we're going to write the answer. Whenever the answer lies between this and that number, you will always put exact same symbol as what I've written here. There's no such thing as this, there's no such thing as this, right? You just have to make sure whenever it lies in between this and that, this will definitely be the symbol that you want to write. And make sure you pay attention to this thing because it is darkened. You have to put the equal sign underneath. All right, so with this, let's look at the answer and how actually the mark is given to you. Okay, the working method, the final answer, you get 1. All right, before that we have negative 2 and 4, right? This 4 and this negative 2 actually carries 1 mark, K1 and K1. Even before that, if you see at the first step, when we can see this, okay, when teacher sees this, you get 1 mark together, right? This and this together, when I see, you get only 1 mark. All right, I must see both. That is why your working method is very important in part C. right? And next, when I see this, you have solved it correctly, you get another mark. Together, yeah, together. If only one side is seen, will you get K1? You ask yourself. Make sure you put the working method at both sides together. Next is 1 mark. Next is oh, this one carries separately. Here 1 mark and here 1 mark. This one is together. I must see together, then only you get another mark here. And finally, when you have this, definitely you need to have this as well. And this is your very last N1. What will happen if your K0 and suddenly your N1 is correct? Okay, this will have no doesn't carry any points, right? You still don't get any marks. So make sure all of your Ks, your jalan kerja, you get the marks. Only then you are eligible to collect your N1. Alright, that's for number 1. It's taking, you see, pretty much of your time. Alright, next we're moving to this. How we're going to answer? Simply press your calculator, but make sure you have the working method. Right, 3 3 3, you get -3, and the answer here is -1. So here you can place a bracket to show, okay, this is the Bodma style, right? Okay, 16, bringing down 16 because I don't have much to do there. I'm going to solve this, so the answer over here is +3. Okay, 16 plus 3 is 19. What is the mark? 3 marks. Let's look at the way they give you mark. All right. Yeah, K1, N1. Here is your K1, here is your K1, and here is your N1. Bear in mind, if you press your calculator and you give me just number 19, of course you can get N1, but without your K. If let's say you get K0, no working method, another K0, no working method, definitely your N will not carry any marks. So bear that in mind, people. You can use your calculator, but make sure you have steps, small steps like this. All right, you easily have got 3 marks there. Let's move to question B. Student P given 3 skewers as 3 skewer rod, okay, to form a frame in the shape of right angle triangle. The length of skewer rod are 7, 24, and 25. Will the student be able to form the frame in a shape of a right angle triangles using these rods? Yes or no? Okay, in this case, we just split this into left hand side and right hand side. Okay, this is how I will do it easily. All right, so my left hand side, I can take the longest one, I just square it over there, and my right hand side, I just take my other 2 short one, I square it over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them separately. 25 squared is 625. I write it down there, and this is 49, and if not mistaken, 576. Let's see. Yes, it's 576. So if I add up 49 with 576, will I get what was it? 49 and 576. 576. Yes, I do get 625. So this shows my left hand side is equivalent to my right, or you can also write 625 is equal to 625. Thus the students will be able to form the frame in a shape of right angle triangle using the rods. All right, I can get 3 marks. How is the division of marks? Let's look at this. Okay, the first mark is when you have 49 plus 576 equal to 625. Next you have the 625. Next you have 7 square plus 24 square equal, okay, this one, and this one. All right, you have 3 marks there. Next, question C. A rectangular piece of land is divided into three sections. You have three sections, X, Y, and Z. Each section is planted with three different types of fruit crops. Okay, the perimeter of the land, perimeter means only outside. Yeah, P for perimeter, P for pagar. Where do you put your pagar? Only outside. All right, is 170. Okay, I don't know what are they. If I have here as A, if I have here as A, and this is as B, all right, maybe I can do it like this. 2B plus 2A is equivalent to 170. That is what they say, right? Perimeter is 170. And the length of the length is 15 more than its width. That means if this is A, this B is A plus 15. So what I'm going to do is 2A plus 15. This is a more difficult way. I shouldn't have done this. Should I erase this off and show you another way? Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's do that. I'm afraid you'll be a little confused. Okay, we can also do like that, but nah. Let's take this method. If this is B, this is 15 more than its width. So B plus 15. B plus 15. So what I'm going to get here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 B's, and plus 30 is equivalent to 170. So let's look at B first. This plus, when I throw it over there, becomes minus. Answer is 140 for B. So B is equivalent to, this is times, throw it over there, becomes divide 140 divide by 4. 140 divide by 4. The answer will be 35. The answer will be 35. So let's look at the question again. That is not the question. They're asking for area of the largest part of the fruit. Which one is the largest part? I see this as the largest part. Don't you think so? Okay. So how do we find the area of the largest part? Okay. 170. Okay, come. Let's convert this back. If this is 35, what will this be? 35 plus 15. 35 plus 15 is 50. Okay, allow me to erase this. This is 50. B was 35. B was 35. And this is 50. Okay, so now they want the area of the largest part, which is this, I believe. All right, so if here is 50, what will here be? Definitely the same as this, which is 35, right? So it'll be right angle triangle, and if I divide this by 2, this 50, right, I get 25. So what is the value for R? Maybe. Okay, let's look at R. This will be R square. Do I actually have to find R? No, because they just want the, you know, the area of the largest triangle, right? So actually I don't need to find what is the length of, you know, this place. I simply can take 50 times by the height, which is 35, and divide it by 2. So with this I get 25 times 35, which is 875. What is the unit? Meter square. Okay, I can write that down. 875 meter square. Okay, we got it correctly. So how do we have to do? You have, you know, the 140 divided by 4. Okay, you have K1, you have N1. You can take note how they are giving marks. Yeah, as long as your teacher can see that you have something written like, you know, the top K1, you're eligible to get that, and the second K1 N1. Okay, and you have for area, you know that you have to times height and the, you know, the base and divided by 2, and you get the final answer, you can easily collect how many marks here? 4 marks, right? But this is a tough question, I believe. If you can, let's say if you can't do it, you just circle it first, go one round from part B, part C, and to part A, and come back again to all of the difficult questions. All right, okay, all the part A should be easy for you to do. Okay, part C will be a little bit difficult, so don't worry, just come back to it later on. Don't waste so much of time in a question that you can't do, you know, easily. Okay, don't waste so much of time, otherwise other questions you don't have time to attempt. All right, so state the lowest common multiple, which is LCM, for 3 and 14. They didn't ask for any method, so you simply go for any method that you want. All right, so here I can go for 7, I can go for 2, so the answer will be, I have to write that 3 times 7 times 2, it will become okay, 21 times 2 is 42, right? Sorry, just can't think. Answer is 42, and the marks given is only 2. Yeah, all you can actually use any methods. You are eligible to get K1, and the final answer that you give is N1. Let's say you just did this. Many students, when I, in the previous time when I checked their answers, right, they are very good in doing this, but they will always forget to do this, so you get N0. But because you have this, you are still eligible for K1. Okay, take note of what you're doing, don't waste your marks. Alright, we have the universal set where your x is from 30 to 50, and they are integers. Set A is, let's write that down, A is the multiple of 3, so it starts from 30, not 30, yeah, because no equal sign down there, so I start with 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48. Enough? Yes, we have enough there because it's less than 50. All right, next they want you to draw a Venn diagram. Okay, Venn diagram is very simple. You have to have the square, you have to have the universal symbol, and you need to draw A. What is A? A is 33. Just write down everything that you had just now. 39, 42, 45, 48, and you have to, because they want the A complement, so all of other numbers which starts from 31, 30, 32, 34, 35, okay, 36 is there, 37, 38, 39 is there, 40, 41, 42 is there, 43, 44, 45. No, you don't need 45, you need 46, 47, 48 is there, and 49. Right after that, you just take your pencil and ruler, shade it with even equal space. Yeah, okay, you have to shade it in equal space, otherwise you don't really get the marks. All right, you see, you have to have all of this correctly, only then you are eligible to get K1. Your A must be all complete, must be sent, all of the elements must be seen there, so you get K1. And your Venn diagram is correctly drawn and labeled, you get another K1. And next you have to shade it correctly. That is the final answer. You are eligible to get N1. So 3 marks over here. It's not difficult at all, but if you don't know what they're talking about, what is complement, what is, how to draw a Venn diagram, too bad you can't be, you can't score the marks. All right, question C here. You have to Emma shares a donuts recipe using only 2 ingredients: self-rising flour and yogurt. Okay, we have self-rising flour and yogurt. For each mixture, x gram of self, here is x, needed, while the weight of yogurt is 50 more. When I say more, I will plus with x, right? Form an algebraic expression representing the weight of the donut mixture. So, can I do like this? For shares a donuts recipe using only 2 ingredients, we have self-rising and yogurt. For each mixture, one mixture, x gram of self-rising is needed, while the weight of the yogurt is 50 more than weight of self. Okay, so we need this and we need this. When we plus them together, which will become 50 plus 2x, this will form, okay, the weight of the donut mixture. Is that correct? Let's check at our answer. Yes, you get K1 and N1 easily over there. 2 marks, right? We're moving to question D. Yes, it is possible to have D as well. Okay, question D. All right, let's look at question D. Hanif went to Pasaraya Maju to buy some goods. Before that, his sister had topped up Hanif's e-wallet by 186. He made payment via e-wallet at 3 shops. The following diagram shows Hanif's e-wallet statement after shopping. All right, he had 38 ringgit. Top up, okay, so many things here. 57 ringgit at Kedai P, 48 ringgit at SQ, 69 ringgit at R. So balance of Hanif's e-wallet is only 38. What is the initial value before his sister top up? Alright, do you understand what they're talking about? Alright, Hanif went to Pasar Maju to buy some goods. Before that, his sister had already top up by 186 ringgit. So let's write that down. 186 ringgit. This is what, you know, the sister has top up for him, 186 ringgit. He made payment via e-wallet at 3 shops. This is the balance, you know. Okay, so what he did, tolak 57 because he used that at this shop, tolak 48, and then he tolak again with 69. What do we get? 57, 189, right? 186, sorry. 57, 48, and 69. 12 ringgit. Okay, 12 ringgit, but the balance there is showing as 38 ringgit. So how much do you think before he top up? How much do you think? Okay, I think you just whatever answer that you got just now, sorry, the answer was 38 ringgit, right? You write that down. And now this sorry, it's not 38. The answer was 12 ringgit. And the next step would be the balance right now. You just minus with 12, you'll get 26. So this is the initial money before the sister top up. Okay, let's look at the answer and the marking system. Okay, when you go and plus everything, you minus with 186. Whenever I can see that, I can give you K2, K1, K1. And the last answer, when I see 26, I get you N1. Okay, all right, the next one. Okay, let's hold number 4 and number 4, 5, 6 in another video because it's taking up a little bit of space here. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you again.